afternoon game slayer, we disagreed on 3 morning games, and that's already looking really good right now for me. So what's the afternoon games?
Minnesota going into Arizona. Kyler Murray balled out week 1, showing MVP signals, 5 touchdowns, throwing pretty balls off his back foot.
I know. So swag.
Yeah, so I'm going to take Arizona in this one. I mean, Minnesota's tricky, because they have that potential.
You're going to take Minnesota?
No, I'm taking Arizona. I'm saying Minnesota's tricky sometimes. They'll have those games where they look bad and Kirk Cousins isn't throwing the ball well.
Yeah.
And he threw it 50 times this game, which is surprising because they usually ground and pound it with Dalvin Cook. But I think Arizona's going to win, but you never know what Minnesota's capable of. Justin Jefferson, Thielen 2 touchdowns, and Dalvin Cook obviously can have a game. And Kirk Cousins sometimes he'll have that game where he'll pop off for 4 touchdowns, 300 yards, So, but I'm going to take Arizona. I think they're a really good team this year, defensively, offensively, and they'll take this one at home for sure.
For all the reasons you said, I'm agreeing with you 100%. Go Cardinals.
Atlanta at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, next one.
Yeah, Tampa Bay, yeah. Yeah, the Falcons don't have a really good any answer on defense right now. They said it's a little bit improved, but you saw Tom Brady and the Bucs did on Thursday. They gave him too much time to go down the field and win it, and for that reason, you can't go wrong with the Bucs. Buck up.
And then we got Tennessee at Seattle.
It's a good one.
This one's good. Yeah, I think Arizona is just really good this year, and the way they beat Tennessee, I don't think that defines the kind of team that Tennessee is.
I agree.
I still think that they have potential to be in the playoffs this year, especially with Derrick Henry and the offensive weapons they have. But Seattle at home, Russell Wilson, he always starts off the season hot. 4 touchdowns, yeah. And because everyone's healthy, and with fans back in Seattle, I'm taking Seattle all day.
All right, I'll disagree with you on that one, just because, like you said, I like what the Titans are doing. I like what they execute. They just got outperformed easily by the Cardinals, so I'll take the Hawks. Sorry, I'll take the Titans.
The Titans are a good road team too.
Yeah.
And then we got Dallas going to the Chargers.
It's a good one.
This is a great game, yeah. And I think the Chargers have a better defense, but I just think Dallas is going to take this one.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a shootout. I think Herbert is going to ball out. I think Dak's going to ball out. Mari Cooper, CD Lamb, maybe Zeke will get a touchdown or 2, maybe, hopefully, for you guys in fantasy. So I'm going to take Dallas in a shootout in this one with Dak Prescott, and he's going to lead a game-winning drive.
Wow, bold.
Yeah.
I like it. I thought Dak did look a little slower, but the throws he was making on Thursday night, he popped off. He looks really good. He had no interceptions. Chargers, their defense was underrated going into this year. My defensive MVP, Derwin James, is going to help shut down that middle of the offense and make sure he's gonna get a pick. Call him that. That's my bold prediction. And the Chargers dub. And it's gonna be a shootout, like you said. There's a lot of offensive fireworks going into this game. But I'm taking the Bolts.
Sunday night, Kansas City at Baltimore.
Ooh.
I gotta go with Kansas City on this one. Kansas City, they just find ways to win.
I know.
They can score points like that. You can just never count them out. The Browns, I mean, I don't know what it is. Like, both games they had it, and then something always goes wrong. But it's Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City, Travis Kelce, all those guys, Tyreek Hill. They're playmakers. They know how to score. They know how to play offense, and their potential is through the roof.
100%.
So I'm gonna take Kansas City on the road in Baltimore on Sunday night.
We saw this a couple years ago, or actually it was last year. They played Monday night, and this had the writing of the wall of one of the games of the year early on. It might have been honestly week 2 as well, or maybe week 3 on Monday or something. But anyways, the Chiefs just outdueled them. I saw a stat earlier today that Baker's 0-3 against Patty, Lamar's 0-2. I believe it's Josh Allen was the third one. He's like 0-3 or something too, or 0-2 as well. And like you said, something about the Chiefs, they can just score points. They came back on a huge comeback rally with Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill just popping off. They were the only 2 wide receivers, I know tight end, to have more than 3 looks. So for that reason, I'm taking the Chiefs. They're unstoppable.
Then we got Monday night, Detroit going to Green Bay and Lambeau. Aaron Rodgers did not have a good game week 1. The Packers as a whole did not have a good game week 1. You know how I'm taking to win this game for the Packers?
Lions.
Aaron Jones.
Oh,
Aaron Jones is going to win this game for the Packers. He'll go off for maybe 2 touchdowns, 160 yards rushing. And I think Aaron Rodgers, he'll have a good game too. Not like too crazy unless he just, they give him some more of that, whatever he had after he came back from the Bears week 1. But I'm taking Aaron Jones to take this one for him.
Aaron Jones is one of the underrated runners in the league right now. Lions have one of the worst run defenses. We saw that against the Niners. I'm going to take a go pack go bounce back. There's no way Rodgers can put up duds back-to-back weeks.
Yeah, I don't think so too. But yeah, that's it. That's all of them for week 2.
That concludes week 2. Is there something that you're really looking forward to? A matchup, a certain player against a certain player, or just anything in general you're looking forward to in week 2?
I'm looking forward to Dallas and the Chargers.
I know.
I think that's going to be a good game. And I think Sunday night will be very interesting too. I always love the Lamar versus Patrick Mahomes rivalry. Those are going to be 2 guys who will be probably battling out for the next couple of years, possibly in the playoffs too.
Yeah.
So I think it's that game will always be interesting to see.
I asked for fantasy advice last week. You shut me down because we didn't draft. Now that you have your team set in Fox and Fried Chicken Way and all that stuff, is there someone you're starting with huge confidence, or are you going to bench him like a Robbie Anderson or something like that?
You know, I hope that T. Higgins.
He looked good.
He did look good. But I have Juju Smith-Schuster always. So I don't know between the 2. But I'm going to keep rolling with T. Higgins as long as he's healthy.
You put him in for week 1?
Yes, I did.
Listen to me.
And other than that, I just think at this point, week 2, if you took a loss week 1, it's okay. Been there plenty of times.
Yeah, we haven't all.
Just have faith in your team.
You mentioned the Steelers with Juju Smith not really performing what we thought the Steelers would week 1. But it's a tough game. It's in Buffalo. The Bills are a team that's really hard to play against. A stout defense. I have Najee Harris. He got the bulk of the carries, 16 carries. He had 5 targets his way. And I know it just looks like Mike Tomlin wants to get his rookie the ball. He did with Connor. He did with Bell. He's an absolute workhorse. Continue to go with him. And if someone has Zeke Elliott in your league, maybe go after Zeke Elliott. Someone might be really, really pissed off at him after his really bad performance against the Bucs. But the Bucs have a great defense. You got Ndamukong Suh plugging the hole. So if you can bust out a trade early on for one of those kind of players that should have performed better than they were expected to, like you said, Justin Herbert, Aaron Rodgers, there's those fantasy owners that might panic. So hey, it's week 2. Anything can happen. Obviously, those players can all bounce back. But hey, if you wanted to shoot your shot, someone's panicking out there. Look, shout out to Akash with no running backs. So
yeah, thank you, Akash.
Well, Slater, that's gonna be it. I know we got a huge slate of games coming week 2, but it's good to be back. We're finally back in the NFL swing of things, and there was no shortage of fun times yesterday. So looking forward to it. And we're going to talk to you guys week 3, where we're kicking off Thursday night with the Panthers and Texans. We'll see how that one goes, but go Sam Darnold. All right, guys, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, follow us on YouTube, subscribe, throw a like, give us comments on what you like and what you don't like, fantasy advice, all that kind of stuff.
Also, shout out to the NFL coming back. And shout out to my girlfriend Lauren, for sitting and letting me watch it all day, just sitting there and let me watch my games. Ordering me some food. And shout out to Mom, shout out to Dad, shout out to Steve, go Aztecs. Shout out to all my animals, Nala, Mario, Pokey, and shout out Shane. Why
Nice.
not?
What about me, bro?
You're right here.
Oh, okay. Oh, quick note on the Aztecs. They upset Arizona. Arizona was projected to win. They're a Pac-12 type of school.
Didn't they smash him?
Smashed them.
Yeah.
Won me some money. I love it. Love the Aztecs. We'll have to see what goes on. But until next... breaking news. Raheem Mostert has to miss 8 weeks. They're going to put him on injury reserve. So, hey, Sermon the rookie, if you got him in any leagues, if you don't, go get him right now and make a trade. Because they love to run it in San Fran. Well, until next time, Slater, it's going to be fun. We out.
Roll up in the club and shit. All eyes on me. All eyes on me. You know what?